Doordarshan, abbreviated as DD, Hindi, Doordarshan, lit. Distant Vision, Television, is an Indian public service broadcaster founded by the Government of India. Owned by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and one of Prasar Bharati's two divisions. One of India's largest broadcasting organisations in studio and transmitter infrastructure. It was established on 15 September 1959. Doordarshan, which also broadcasts on digital terrestrial transmitters, provides television, radio, online and mobile service throughout metropolitan and regional India and overseas. History. Beginnings. The channel began modestly as an experimental broadcaster in Delhi on 15 September 1959. With a small transmitter and a makeshift studio. Regular daily transmission started in 1965 as part of All India Radio. With a 5-minute news bulletin read by Pratima Puri. Salma Sultan joined Doordarshan in 1967. And became a news anchor. Krishi Darshan debuted on Doordarshan on 26 January 1967. And is Indian television's longest-running program. Television service was extended to Bombay, now Mumbai, and Amritsar in 1972. Until 1975 only 7 Indian cities had television service. And Doordarshan was the country's sole television provider. Television service was separated from radio on 1 April 1976. The All India Radio and Doordarshan were placed under the management of separate Directors General. In New Delhi, in 1982, Doordarshan became a national broadcaster. Nationwide transmission, national telecasts, DD National, was introduced in 1982. Colour television began in India with the live telecast of the Independence Day speech by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi on 15 August of that year, followed by the colour telecast of the 1982 Asian Games in Delhi. Live telecasts of the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2012 Summer Olympics were broadcast on its national channel. And DD Sports provided round-the-clock coverage. On 17 November 2014, Doordarshan Director General Vijayalaxmi Chabra introduced a pink and purple colour scheme and a new slogan, Desh Ka Apna Channel, the country's own channel. Doordarshan transmitted over a network of nearly 1,400 terrestrial transmitters in 2017. With 46 studios producing TV programs. After the introduction of private channels, Doordarshan is struggling to keep its position in the television space. Currently, Doordarshan is trying to improve its studios and programs while its primary aim is to serve the country. Channels. Doordarshan operates 46 studios and 21 television channels. 2 All India channels, DD National and DD News, 17 regional satellite channels, 11 state networks, an international channel, DD India, a sports channel, DD Sports, DD Bharati, DD Retro, DD Urdu and an agricultural channel, DD Kisan, on DD National. Formerly DD-1. Regional and local programs are carried on a time-sharing basis for terrestrial broadcasting only. DD News. Launched on 3 November 2003 replacing DD Metro. Formerly known as the DD2 Entertainment Channel. Provides 24-hour news. These channels are relayed by all terrestrial transmitters in India. The regional language satellite channels have 2 components. A regional service for a particular state, relayed by all terrestrial transmitters in the state, and additional programs in the regional language available through cable operators and DTH operators. DD Sports broadcasts sporting events of national and international importance. It is the only sports channel which telecasts rural sports such as Kho-Kho and Kabaddi. A new regional channel, DD Aran Prabha, a 24/7 satellite television channel focusing on the northeastern region, was scheduled to begin on 15 February 2018. However, its launch was placed on hold. DD Aran Prabha was launched on 9 February 2019. On 9 March 2019, Prasar Bharati brought 11 more state DD channels on the satellite footprint of India through DD Free Dish. This includes 5 channels for northeastern states. This will go a long way in strengthening regional cultures and fulfilling people's aspirations. These are DD Bangla, DD Chhattisgarh, DD Goa, DD Haryana, DD Himachal Pradesh, DD Jharkhand, DD Manipur, DD Meghalaya, DD Mizoram, DD Nagaland, DD Tripura and DD Uttarakhand. DD Bangla launched on 9 August 1975. The network's programming consists of soap operas, infotainment series, news and current affairs, social programs and films in Bengali language. On 13 April 2020, DD Retro was launched by Prasar Bharati, which showed old classic Hindi serials of Doordarshan. Channel list: International channels, national channels, regional channels, state network, UT network, closed or renamed channels. DD2, 1984 to 1993, renamed DD Metro. DD Metro, 1993 to 2003, converted to DD News. Metro Gold, October 2000 to September 2001, aired on DD Metro. DD International, March 1995 to September 2000, renamed DD World. DD World, September 2000 to January 2002, renamed DD India. DD CNNI, the 30th of June 1995 to the 31st of May 1997. DD3, 1995–1996, merged with DD Movie Club and renamed DD3 Movie Club. DD Movie Club, 1995–1996, merged with DD3 and renamed DD3 Movie Club. DD3 Movie Club, 1996–1998, converted to DD Sports. International broadcasting. The DD India satellite channel has been broadcast in 146 countries. In United Kingdom, it was available through the Eurobird satellite on the Sky Systems channel 833. Its logo was Riot TV. Transmission via Sky Digital ended in June 2008, and via DirecTV in the United States the following month. Record viewership during pandemic. Ramayan on DD National created a world record by becoming highest viewed entertainment program globally. The 9 p.m. show on 16 April 2020 was watched by a mammoth 7.7 crore. 77 million viewers. The show managed to reach more than 28.5 crore. 285 million viewers through the length of the broadcast as a broadcasting response to nationwide lockdown. Apart from Ramayan, many other nostalgia shows were broadcast on DD Network. These included Mahabharat, Chanakya, Shri Krishna, Byomkesh Bakshi and Shaktiman. In light of increasing public demand for such retro content, Prasar Bharati launched DD Retro as a full-time channel dedicated for the same. The channel started garnering viewership of almost 5 crore (50 million) within 5 weeks of its launch, delivering on its mandate of public messaging. DD Network, through COVID-focused awareness messages and shows, reached more than 40 crore (400 million) viewers during first wave of the pandemic in 2020. Criticisms. Prasar Bharati is Doordarshan's parent body, and its board members are appointed by the Government of India through the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Doordarshan has been used, especially during the emergency, to disseminate government propaganda. During Operation Blue Star in 1984, only government sources were used to report the story. Doordarshan was complicit in the production of a video claiming acts of violence which, when investigated by independent journalists, were found to be false. In 2004, it censored a controversial documentary on Jayaprakash Narayan, an opposition leader during the emergency. When Doordarshan broadcast a 70-minute Vijayadashami speech by Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS) leader Mohan Bhagwat, the Narendra Modi administration and the BJP were criticized for misusing the public broadcaster. According to DD Director General Archana Dutta, the speech was like any other news event. Therefore, we covered it. Since private television channels were authorized in 1991, Doordarshan has experienced a steep decline in viewership, although it earns significant advertising revenue due to its compulsory feed from the highest bidder for national events, including cricket matches. There has been a proposal to fund it by imposing a license fee to own a television in India. See also All India Radio, Sansad TV, DD Free Dish, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, India, DD Retro, list of programs broadcast by DD National. References. External links. Doordarshan official site, Doordarshan news site, DD News on Twitter, DD News on Facebook.